Being a YouTuber is crazy business. Tell me why we're shooting outside and everyone is looking at me. People are passing by and they're all looking at me like, what is this girl doing outside with a tripod and a phone? Sisemsebenzini sana. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, we're outside today because the setting in my room, it's too familiar, so I wanted something different, and here we are. So this is a story time about how I got robbed in Johannesburg when I was doing my first year. It was horrible. I was still new, I was still a baby, I didn't know anything. I thought I was immune to being marked because why would you mark me? But okay, so this is how it goes. It was in first year, and since it was in first year, I was new in Joburg. It was my first time in Joburg. It was my first year in Joburg. Malume is coming, and one thing about Malume, he'll talk to me, Kesan. So it was my first year in Joburg. Okay, he's heading the other way. So it was my, I hope the sound is very clear. It was my first time in Joburg. Yes, it was definitely my first year in Joburg, like basically. And then I was going home a lot, not home in Limpopo, like home in the Val. So I was going home in the Val like every weekend. When I say every weekend, I mean every weekend. So this other time I go home, when I come back, I would usually come back on Sunday, like go home on Friday and then come back on Sunday. Guys, I come back on Sunday and oh Lord behold, Satan event image. Mala Satan like was prepared to mark me, and then I'm being distracted because there's a lot happening outside. There are cars, there are people, there are buses, there's just a lot. But you know what? Let's focus on the story. So I come back on Sunday, and the taxi drops me off at Bree because it's going to Wanderers, and I'm not going to Wanderers. I'm going to Bram. For me to catch a taxi from Bree to Bramfontein, I have to give a taxi. Go Bree taxi ring. I'm like, I'm used to going home and nothing is happening, you know, like nothing was happening. So I was going to that direction. Yeah, the taxi Bram. I'm walking, minding my own business, and I see these guys in front of me. Gajiga, some are like some are at the back, and then I'm like, okay, what's going on? I look at them, I look at all of them, they're 7. The one in front of me, is like to me, Sisi, keep your phone. I look at him, like I laughed out so loud. I don't know why I laughed, but I laughed out so loud. He took out a knife. Guys, that's when I knew, or it's either Kubela Limpopo, Kalipokisi, or I give them my phone. I think I stood there looking at that guy for a minute, ne? And then keep your phone. And then I'm like, if I open my bag, there's my wallet. My wallet has my cards, my bank cards, my student card, my ID card, and I'm like, yo, okay, I took out my phone. They obviously see my wallet, and then I'm like, they're like, asfuni mali yako sis, isfuni phone. Guys, I think my phone was like 2 months or 3 months old. It was still new, and it was like the latest Samsung at that point. I keep your phone. I gave them my phone. In my head, I'm thinking, no man, this is a joke, because tell me why there are so many people around me. There are old men, people who are from church, who are wearing church uniforms. There are kids, there are mothers, and there are a lot of people who are just looking at me like, girl, you're getting robbed and you better give these people your phone. No one was coming to help me. I'm like, yo, should I scream or what? I look at my sides, people are just staring at me. I'm like, if I scream, no one is gonna help me. I took my phone, I gave it to them, they left. Guys, I got on the taxi. I was literally holding my tears. I wanted to scream inside that taxi. I got to my room, I cried. I went to my friend's room, I cried. I called my mom, and then my mom was like, as long as and then it's fine. Next time. Yeah, next time. When I went home in Limpopo, mama, I'm far phone. It was like, yeah, yeah, Huawei guys. What this the Huawei? I think it was the first Huawei phones. It was so small, mind you. I went from like a huge Samsung phone. Now I am Kimo. Hi Shem. I was like, you know what? Ever since that day, whenever I was going home, I made sure that someone was coming to fetch me. If my aunt was not around in the Val, I would call my aunt's friends. I was traumatized for a year. They would come fetch me, they would bring me back. Guys, it was that deep. So, you know what? Avoid this mistake. You know, Joburg CBD, Brie, I don't know what else. Like, Cosmos City, what, Jonah. Like on weekends, make sure you do not walk alone. Guys, make sure you do not walk alone. Or if you do walk alone, just make sure, you know, you're looking at people, because if you look like you don't know where you're going, trust me, you're a target. Even if you're lost, walk with confidence. Even if you don't know where you're going, even if you see, oh, I passed this place 7 times, keep on walking, baby. Pass it 10 times if you need to, because wow, Joburg is not a nice place. But from there I was never marked again. I was like, you know what, God, please, I don't want to go through this again, because it is so painful. Like, imagine losing your phone. On top of that, those people don't know how you got that phone. Those people don't know how your parents worked to get you that phone. Like, people in Joburg are so heartless. Like, you see those people who mark people, I'm not saying people in Joburg, but like people who rob people in Joburg are so heartless. And like, you know how you'd go to small street and people will be selling you like, Boma, iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro Max, Gaboma 500. Yo, you guys, I can't. So please, whenever you're in Joburg or you want to go to like these places, especially in good weekend or like even during the week, make sure you go with a friend, because if you're two, it's like chances of you being marked are very, very, very slim. But if you're alone, just make sure like you're there and holding your bag, holding a side bag, a handbag, whatever bag, you're just calling them, Khorbona, I have valuables in this bag, so come and mark me. Like, yo guys, I was so mad. But that's how I got marked in Joburg at a knife point. I thought it was a joke, but it isn't. It's real. Like, people get marked. So thank you guys for your time. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Bye.